We have an aluminum hood on a Toyota RAV4 here. A couple of dents right through the body line, and then a couple that are out in the wide open. One right here that has a scratch through it. That was definitely not from hail, but we went ahead and repaired this dent, buffed the scratch out for him. But I'm going to show you a couple of these dents here, the largest ones, as I take this hood and hood liner off of the vehicle and get it ready so I can do the repairs. But I will show you in depth how I repaired it and how long it took. I will explain to you the difference in after years of experience versus just starting to learn. So this dent right here, in the video, you can't really see how large it spans, but that is one I'm going to show you that I do the repair on. And there's the one with the scratch. So these here in the back, they are decent sized dents. They were oversized dents, but they were not real deep and didn't take very long. So this one here is another one that I'm going to show you the repair on. It's decently deep, and on that one there, all I used was a whale tail. And I will show you the reason that I did use the whale tail on that versus other tools. So there is what the dent stretched across. It was probably a good 4 inches or more across. And here's a stand liner tool that I used to get to this dent and do the repairs. This dent took me right at 6 minutes to repair. And this one I did have to lightly sand with a little bit of 3000 just to get a couple of little bitty marks off of it whenever I was done. But I do mean very little. Now let's get ready to tap down a few of these imperfections and knock down the little crown around the dent. When I was a 1 or a 2 year tech, this dent probably would have took me somewhere around an hour to do the repairs. So by fixing a lot of stuff that you don't really want to fix and is very tough to do, you gain speed. So I would encourage you newer techs not to work with a faster tech that's been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years and get discouraged. Keep pushing. You can see after I tapped that down, it released some of the pressure and it is coming up easier. And actually right there, tool slipped just a little bit and it got a little bit higher than I wanted. So now we're going to go back and fix this imperfection. I sped my push time up to 3 times actual speed. So here I'm going to show you, I went through and tapped down just a little bit more, did some more pushing that really wouldn't show up on the camera, but now I'm going to show you the access that I had, which was wide open, and that is why I chose the stand liner with the very big kick on it to get power. So tool selection is very important. Now we're getting ready to take this squirters out here to be able to fix some other dents from the back side. And then we're going to show you the second dent here in just a second, right here, and how I repaired it. And here is the whale tail that I bought from Dent Craft to do the repairs. This dent here was about 4 inches across also, and took me somewhere around 5 minutes or a little bit less to repair. The access is very, very limited to this area, but it was right in the center of the slot that was able to got to with the whale tail. So I'm fixing to show you how I got to this dent in just a second, but you can see I'm trying not to over push to where you have marks in the paint. So your whole thing you're trying to do with paintless dent repair is to push as fast and hard as you can without messing up the paint. But if you over push it and make a bunch of highs and pokes, you know what's going to happen? It's going to take you longer to repair. So doing a good quality repair to start with, even though it takes you an hour or 2 hours, and then work on your speed. So right here is the finished product, and it came out looking very nice, and was very happy with the repair. And here is how I got to this dent with this whale tail. So turn it sideways, slide it in that slot, and then you just push it up there to the dent, and you have plenty of power. I think it's like 1.25 inches wide whale tail from Dent Craft. They sell them in sets, different lengths. Very good tool. But here's the finished product, come out very nice. Buffed out the scratches right there and got most of them out for the customer just to make the vehicle look better for them. But now check out this other big dent that I did on my way home the other day. And it was a very big dent, but I did not get a total finished video of this dent, but it did come out very nice. I'm going to show you here. Here was when I had it about 95% of the way done. I worked on it about another hour, and there was the access. Thank you for coming along. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful weekend.